In this example, you can see that I've set up to the right hand side again, just like we did in the product rule, what each of the functions actually are. So, and again, I'm starting with V because my rule starts with V. V is always the denominator. This rule here is based on the function being in the form u over v, and the derivative starts v. So you may see it actually written out with different variables and in different format to that. However, basically the rule will always be take the bottom function, multiply it by the derivative of the top function, subtract, and anytime we see the subtraction sign, we really have to be careful. These are the basic mistakes that the markers talk about students still making, and it's very costly, and they could be avoided. So you'll see me commonly, whether I need it or not, introduce brackets here, because I will most always be subtracting more than one thing. So not so sure that's going to happen in this example, but often you're subtracting more than one thing and you want to make sure you get your signs right. Okay, so let's use that rule now, and V is x squared plus 1. It needs to be multiplied by u dash, which is 1. That's nice. Subtract. I'm introducing brackets, whether I need them or not. U is x, and it needs to be multiplied by v dash. I guess really I didn't need them, but that's not going to stop me from putting them in anyway. All over v squared, and I know that's my denominator squared. What's happening on the top? I've got an x squared plus 1 minus 2x squared all over x squared plus 1 all squared. I'll probably write that as 1 minus, just because we don't like to start with a negative, x squared all over x squared plus 1 all squared. That is the difference of two squares, could be written as 1 plus x, 1 minus x. This is nothing except x squared plus 1 times x squared plus 1. There would be no advantage in writing the numerator as the sum and difference. The only reason I ever would is because it would allow me to do some more simplifying. In this case, it doesn't allow me to simplify, so I'm not going to go on to that. So yeah, I would just say the biggest thing to be careful of is putting these brackets in. That's the most common mistake. So yeah, that's where I'm saying you really have to be very careful. It doesn't take much effort to put a bracket in. And if it means the difference between not getting the correct answer and not, I think it's worthwhile always doing. You should be right to do exercise 7G now.